what an idiot I've been as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea what she's doing.
I never want it to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunities.
To all the people who are up in my DMs trying to guess what character I'm playing, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna answer your DMs. This is the one time in my life where if you have something to say, I don't want to hear it.
It's kind of sinking in more and more that tomorrow is happening and the trailer is coming out.
Everyone's just ignoring my phone calls. Whatever, it's chill. I don't even care. You can't check in. You're not an adult.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Drop a shout out in the comments below and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest in Hollywood goodness. Hope you all enjoy what comes next. What happens when your redemption arc turns into a sequel to your last PR disaster? Rachel Zegler was supposed to be fixing her image. Instead, she's doubling down on the chaos. Her new indie film, She Gets It From Me, was meant to be a quiet, grounded, critically friendly comeback. But quiet? There's nothing quiet about what's happening behind the scenes. Crew members are frustrated. Fans are circling like vultures. And Zegler? She's once again right in the middle of the storm, just like before. This isn't just about a troubled movie set, it's about a pattern, one that's becoming impossible to ignore.
It sounds like you're one of the only ones there, just like Rachel Zegler as it turns out, and we part with this video of Rachel Zegler alone in a theater watching herself. One of the most unlikable humans.
That
ever.
is sadder than when the original Snow White eats the apple.
Take some of this upon yourself. You don't have to grovel. You don't have to beg, but you screwed up. You were given a golden goose opportunity, and that golden goose is belly up. So what do you do?
Remember Snow White? Of course you do. You're probably still recovering from the cringe. Rachel Zegler walked into one of the most iconic roles in cinema history and managed to turn it into a viral disaster. Instead of honoring the legacy, she mocked it. Instead of promoting the story, she trashed it. And instead of winning fans, she alienated everyone. She downplayed the prince, called the original creepy, brushed off the romantic arc like it was a relic. Her interviews weren't just awkward, they were smug, politically charged, and tone-deaf beyond belief. Then came the infamous "Trump supporters will never know peace" moment. A comment so divisive it didn't just split audiences, it torched the bridge entirely. The end result? A $270 million movie, nearly $100 million in the red, and a fan base that now flinches every time her name trends. It wasn't just a bad movie, it was a cultural embarrassment, and Zegler's press tour made it 10 times worse.
That she believes that she should be able to express herself and speak her truth, or whatever nonsense, regardless of the consequences to everybody else.
I never want it to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunity.
So, what do you do after nuking your own blockbuster? You go small. She Gets It From Me was supposed to be that clean slate. An indie film with heart, low budget, high potential, the kind of role that screams, "Hey, I'm serious about acting." The film pairs Zegler with the respected and far more likable Marisa Tay. The story's about a daughter navigating life with her rebellious, chaotic former punk rock mom. It's character-driven, emotionally loaded, the kind of thing Oscar voters love when it hits the mark. But even before the cameras finished rolling, things started to unravel. This wasn't shaping up to be Zegler's comeback. It was shaping up to be Snow White 2.0, minus the mouse ears. Multiple sources connected to the production say things are getting messy. Scheduling issues, rewrites, delays. And let's just say the chemistry between the leads isn't lighting up the set, it's dimming it. Crew members are reportedly frustrated by disorganization, last-minute changes, and energy issues. Industry code for someone's being a pain. And guess who keeps popping up at the center of those conversations? Yep, Rachel. Some reports even hint that scenes are being restructured because of conflicts with her availability or input, which, in an indie setting, is a logistical nightmare. Indie sets run lean. They don't have luxury trailers and billion-dollar buffers. Every delay costs money, morale, and momentum. And Zegler, she's already racking up all three.
Shouldn't be cursing, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I have no self-control. Sorry, Mr. Mouse.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
Here's the problem. This isn't new. This is the exact same pattern we saw with Snow White. Zegler signs on, red flags fly, the tone gets weird. The fans get loud, and suddenly, we're all watching another PR wildfire spread across the internet. This time, the budget may be smaller, but the stakes are just as high. Because if she tanks this, there's no Disney spin team to shield her, no billion-dollar brand to blame, no nostalgic IP to drag down with her. She's naked in the storm now. And the forecast? Not looking good.
It's the most emotional experience that a person can go through to know that what they're working on is something that has reached a generation of people.
If you go online right now and type Zegler comeback into Reddit or Twitter, brace yourself. It's brutal. Fans aren't just skeptical, they're rooting against her. Comments like, she's gonna tank this one too, and Rachel Zegler ruins everything she touches are gaining traction. Fast. And it's not even about the story. People don't hate the film. They hate the face on the poster. That's the level of damage we're talking about here. Audiences are actively rejecting films because she's in them. That's not a PR hiccup. That's a career-threatening public perception crisis.
I'm gonna be on a talk show tonight, and I'm gonna talk shit about them on the talk show. Talking shit on the talk show.
Yeah, because there's nothing more effective than 19-year-olds educating the rest of the voting public while yelling, "Okay, boomer."
So what's Hollywood doing? Watching. Cautiously. Studios are still casting her, but not with open arms. It's more like a game of hot potato. Everyone's hoping she doesn't go viral again for the wrong reason. Nobody's sending her on lighthearted junkets. No one's banking on her to anchor a franchise. The vibe is, let's see if she can survive one project without blowing it up. Spoiler, it's not going well. Even industry defenders are quiet now. You know it's bad when even Variety stops calling you a rising star and starts labeling you a risk. If this were any other actress, maybe we'd be having a different conversation. But Zegler doesn't do humble. She does smug. She does dismissive. She does, I'm too good for this fairy tale nonsense. After Snow White bombed, she should have vanished for a bit. Let things cool off. Come back with a soft, sincere vibe. But nope. She kept talking, kept posting, kept acting like she was the one wronged by a toxic fan base. That's not confidence. That's delusion with Wi-Fi.
Rachel, can you tell us a little bit about your version of Snow White?
Yeah, I mean, Snow White is the girl you remember, but she's definitely made for the modern age, and there's such an emphasis on what it really means to be the fairest of them all.
Rachel, did Steven Spielberg not pay you for your role in West Side Story? Did Disney fail to give you a healthy paycheck for, like, Cry Me a River? She's just exactly everything that we can't stand.
Back to She Gets It From Me. Delays are piling up. Crew morale is reportedly low. The tone on set, tense at best. And keep in mind, this movie hasn't even finished production. There's no trailer, no promo, just early buzz, and it's already the wrong kind. Why? Because the drama is outweighing the story. Again. And with indie films, there's no room for distractions, no PR machine, no million-dollar reshoots. When things fall apart, they fall hard.
Like, who has been the most exciting person for you tonight?
Oh my God.
Took the word out of my mouth.
What happens when your redemption arc turns into a sequel to your last PR disaster? Rachel Zegler was supposed to be fixing her image. Instead, she's doubling down on the chaos. Her new indie film, She Gets It From Me, was meant to be a quiet, grounded, critically friendly comeback. But quiet? There's nothing quiet about what's happening behind the scenes. Crew members are frustrated. Fans are circling like vultures. And Zegler? She's once again right in the middle of the storm, just like before. This isn't just about a troubled movie set, it's about a pattern, one that's becoming impossible to ignore. This film was never supposed to be a spectacle. It was supposed to be a quiet return. An actress, stripped down, focused, raw. But now, She Gets It From Me is shaping up to be just another example of why Rachel Zegler might not be cut out for this industry after all. And if this one fails, that might be it. Because even the most forgiving town in the world has a breaking point. And Zegler, she's dancing on it. So, here's the question. Do you think Rachel Zegler still deserves another chance? Or is this indie meltdown the last straw? Drop your take in the comments. Hit like if you've ever cringed through one of her interviews. And subscribe if you're ready for more no-filter Hollywood breakdowns. Because something tells me this isn't the last time Rachel makes headlines. And the next time, it might be even worse.